Okay, this is how my day went yesterday. It starts with, we'll just give a little background. We normally go to Granny's house, my roommate's grandmother's house, every Sunday at 11:30 for Sunday dinner. So he asked me Friday, are you going to Granny's house Sunday for dinner? He isn't going because he has to work, so it would be me and the kids and the other roommate. So I said, no, probably not, because this was Friday and Daddy wasn't out of the hospital yet. So uh, Saturday rolls around, and Daddy calls. We got to go pick him up from the hospital. So this was in the afternoon, so we finally got home about, I don't know, 9 something or so. He leaves the hospital without his freaking prescriptions. We get all the way down here and get to the pharmacy, and he ain't got no pain meds. He is not happy, and blaming everyone else, of course. So Sunday morning rolls around, and the kids are like, are we going to grandma's for lunch? I'm like, no. I was like, because Jamie didn't tell her nothing, so I don't know, so, and she doesn't like it when people show up unannounced. So I wait till about 1 o'clock, and I call one of the aunts who attends the dinner, and I say, so what's the lowdown at Granny's? Is she mad? She is pissed, because Jamie called her at 7:30 in the morning, that morning, Sunday morning, and said that nobody was coming to dinner. Now, she had pulled 8 pounds of meat to make meatloaf the day before, so it was already thawed. So, and she's just not going to put it back in the freezer. So, yeah, so she is just mad as all get out. So, nothing I can do. The kids that wanted to go, I should have called. She lives 5 minutes down the street. I just wasn't feeling it. So, right after that, my daddy calls. He needs me to come to the house to help him with something, and my mom. I say, okay. So I get there, and he's still ranting and raving about this pain medication. And I don't know if anybody knows, but it's Oxycontin, and he is going through withdrawals because he's never been on it except for the 2 times he's been in the hospital. And they just cold turkeyed him off a bit because he left without his prescriptions. Mind you, he left without his prescriptions. His ass was ready to go, and he was not waiting for that nurse. So, we're going to make another 5-hour round trip drive from where we live in southern Ohio to Cleveland Clinic in northern Ohio. 5 hours. We left at 2:30, and we got back at, must have been about 9:30. So we get back to my dad's house with the prescriptions. Mind you, the first pharmacy we went to in Cleveland, which it's in a not nice neighborhood, they didn't have no Oxycontins. Shocking. So then we go to the next big town over, which is on the way home to Akron, or through Akron, and we go to the 24-hour pharmacy and we get it. So we get home to Daddy, and he says, oh my God, y'all left me. I had to call the squad. What? Apparently he tried to get up right after we left, and like his incision popped open, and he was like gushing blood everywhere. So he calls my house. I'm not here. The roommate's here, Nathan, with the 2 kids, and he tells Nathan, you gotta call 911 for me. I need a squad out here. Nathan's like, okay, because